we might still be headed in the right direction, is the crazy. We might be able to figure this maybe not.
Yeah, which way now? And he like turns on her foot.
I don't know. Which way is the light coming
there's
from?
more.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's certainly more of them.
We're running out of boards.
Wait a minute. I've got another idea to help us maintain our... Oh, there's so many more.
Oh, no.
Mercy is going to try something kind of weird. All right.
Yeah.
Mercy's going to come up to this tree, and she is going to remove the enchantment on her hand to keep it cool, and she is going to light this tree on fire. Now we have smoke. We will always know which direction leads to this position.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, okay.
The poor environment.
It's fine. Nature heals.
Jay, does this whole area run on hyperbolic geometry or some crazy shit?
Man, that'd be crazy. I hate kaleidoscopes.
God, there's so many. There are so many just in front of us.
If this island is a loop, then that means there's an additional direction that we can go in.
Okay. What direction
which
is the
way's that?
additional direction?
Is it down?
Harlock carefully walks around the little men.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And goes towards the chasm.
Oh, the extra direction. Wiggly.
I will follow Harlock's footsteps exactly.
Oh, God, I will as well.
Harlock,
so
are you
smart.
doing what I think you're going to do?
The extra direction is through.
Okay. That's actually kind of genius.
I know, I'm really
I
smart.
thought the extra direction was time.
Time is also a direction. You're getting it.
Yeah, but we like, unfortunately, everybody travels through that direction at the same pace. Except for fucking elves.
Hey, really disliked the tone of that sentence.
Look, I'm just saying it's unfair that they get to live so much longer than all of us. That's literally it. I don't have anything against them in general, just I wish I lived as long as an elf does.
How old are you, Kyl'il?
Kyl'il is like, I feel like...
Wait, Kyl'il, you're not an elf, are you?
I'm not an elf,
Yeah.
but I feel like if I participate in this segment of the discussion, your opinion of me might change.
Okay, look, I don't have anything against long-lived people in general. It's just like, elves tend to like...
You got any names you like to call them?
They're a little bit poncy sometimes, okay? Like a little bit like snooty. That's it.
Wow.
Enian leans into Harlock, look who thinks elves are real.
What a moron.
That was a pretty broad generalization. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, okay, you know what? That's fair. I'm sorry. I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Let's rewind this conversation, okay?
Sure.
You can't rewind it. You're canceled. You're first down the pit.
Oh my god.
She grabs you by the back of the
Wait,
the
wait,
nape.
do I just jump? Should I should we run a rope or anything?
No, what are we, crazy? I'll grappling hook you down. You have dark vision. You're perfect for this.
That's a great point, actually. Kyl'il, didn't you say something about something tugging on the land?
She pushes him off.
No.
Marcus, you go down?
Yell if you get nibbled.
Okay.
You touch down.
But I'm already yelling.
You touch down in the depths of the chasm and...
Wait, I hit the bottom?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You look around
Whoa.
down here.
Guys, I'm on the floor, I think?
Already?
Clear to
What?
say.
How far down?
How long did I fall for?
It wasn't very long. No, this normal-sized chasm.
Yeah, this actually...
What do your elf eyes see?
1, they're not elf eyes. 2, I look around.
You look around. Huh. Yeah.
Also, yeah, I didn't fall for very long at all. I'm kind of surprised.
Normal. Certainly normal. Normal chasm. Normal-ass chasm,
Yeah,
normal
okay.
chasm. This is the normalest thing to happen so far.
I look down at the floor. Is it rocky? Is it soily?
It's rocky. There's some of that, that grass growing, but you don't see any shapes
Okay.
down here.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely a chasm.
Do you see the boat?
I look for a boat.
You do not see the boat, unfortunately.
No boats that I can see from here. but it does, it just kind of looks like a normal-ass chasm.
So much for your theory, Harlock.
There aren't any of those shapes down here.
None of those
that I can see, at least. I walk around a little bit, not too far, and keep looking and, checking
I have to stay with you.
all the directions. Yes, thank you.
This area actually seems somewhat safe. Good guess, Harlock.
Even though you're in the dark?
This feels kind of safe to me. Safer than it did up there, at least.
Good hole.
It's a pretty solid hole. Almost cozy.
Yeah, it reminds me of home.
We should go in.
We could get, a couch down here. Maybe a coffee table. It would be pretty nice.
At least until whatever that tug thing is going to start tugging.
Yes.
Yeah, right. We need lighting, too. Have I felt any tugs?
No tugs?
Oh, maybe I should. Maybe it only has to do with light. Let me. Do I have anything?
Light up.
Can I pull out a box of matches?
Absolutely. You can literally create fire with your hands, but I'm not going to stop
Yeah,
you.
I think I'd rather use a match, something that can be tugged away from me, rather than something I'm making with my own personal essence. So I strike a match.
You strike a match and you cast light on the area around. Nothing seems...
But I don't cast the spell light on the area around. I just cast light with my match. Just to be clear.
Everything seems, normal. Everything's fine.
Okay. And I don't see any new details whatsoever with the added light. Is there anything weird color-wise? Because I know dark vision is just black and white.
Nothing weird happening with the colors.
Okay. Hey, Harlock, walk down along the lip of this with me. I want to go and look at the other end of this.
Wow, it's like we're holding hands, except for I'm holding the back of your neck.
A little bit, yeah. No, it doesn't feel particularly romantic. I gotta say. I'm gonna strike another match every now and again.
Okay, so
is this chasm is there a boundary on both sides to the north and south? Is it limited?
It extends into the darkness. Fuck me. It extends into the completely black and white to the north and to the south. And you can travel via either path. However, here in this area.
Wait, where?
As you approach the bottom of the bridge again, you remember there was one of those beings almost up on the bridge, and you can almost feel its presence up there where it once was. And you look up, and where you look, you see the shadows elongating and distorting.
Ooh.
Oh, is it connected?
I'm gonna kind of communicate this back to the group as it's happening. I just remembered one of those things is above chasm on the bridge, and there's some weird effect, sort of stretching down from where it is. Does it go perfectly straight down from where I presume its location is?
Yes.
Marcus,
it just goes straight down.
Keep an eye on that. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Mercy's gonna run over. She is going to grab this board and snap it so that she's only got a small amount and throw it over this one that he's clearly looking at to see if when that board is sucked in, if he sees where it goes or if it gets distorted and shatters or what happens.
By the way, everybody keep an eye behind you, okay? I don't want you getting sneaked up on.
For sure.
You have the light out right now, correct?
I do? Yes.
You've got your match lit, yes. Okay.
Yeah, or at the very least, I'm striking one every now and again, so at some point during this I should have a light. Also, I'm flame resistant, so I can let it burn down literally to my skin and nothing happens.
You hold it in your hand like a cool guy. And meanwhile, Mercy, I assume you go through the process of putting a board on it and then adequately covering it so that there's no light touching where the board is touching it and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, still maintaining some distance. She's like, I don't trust any of this shit.
Yeah, fair.
Marcus, you watch as you see something sort of snake its way down and elongate. You see the segment of board move through a space barely perceptible, like a light vibration around the edges of your eyes. You watch as the board is pulled long and then vanishes into the floor below you.
Okay, so you just put a board up there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it got spaghettified.
Great. So,
Jay, do you think that's a fair way of describing it?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
100%
it got
accurate.
spaghettified.
I'm fascinated by this, actually. I take it back. I want to learn how to do this to things.
And wait, and did it vanish into the ground underneath the thing?
I scanned the area above.
Yeah.
Is there a new board somewhere?
The area above? No, there is not. Gone.
Well, it's got to go somewhere. That was
I'm
one
gonna
of the directions.
maybe. Is there a rock at anywhere nearby?
Yeah.
I'll pick up a rock, and while I have a light, while I have a match struck, I'm gonna kind of toss it into the area underneath the thing. See if anything happens to that.
Fascinatingly, something does, but you've still got the match struck, right?
I do, but I'm going to try it again without a match struck.
You do the process of match on, match off, etc., light on, light off. It seems like, yeah, the rock is mostly fine.
Okay.
It seems like that figure up above might be trying to figure out how to get down to you, or how to do something to you down in the abyss, but you deduce something rather nice. If this is, say, the entrance to a hole or a tunnel, you're now looking at the side of the tunnel. It can't now impact every single side of itself. It seems like there is only one entrance at any given time.
Okay, so it's only dangerous if you step on its mouth.
That's a good way to put it, actually, yes.
Okay, guys, it's only dangerous, I think, if you step on its mouth, okay? I'm tossing rocks into the path of this thing underneath it and nothing's happening. I'm going to go ahead and make the ultimate scientific sacrifice, wave my hand at it as well.
You wave it.
I'm just going to barely let one of my fingertips pass through the zone as quickly as I can.
You let your fingertip pass through it, and given time and given your dark vision, you start to see its shape a little more clearly, and long spaghetti noodle is the best way to put it. It's almost like a slight discoloration in space, but that black and white vision actually lets you see it a little more clearly than anything else. It's a long strip connecting that shape up on the surface to the ground down below you. You can see them dangling from the surface of the bridge now.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I mean, it kind of feels like it's trying to figure out how to get down here, but I'm not sure that it can.
Do you think the reason it can't is because this might be stupid, but I'm just guessing that there is not a natural way to get to you based on its height? Like, because there's man-made boards in its way. Can it only move through Earth?
Couldn't it go around?
Not efficiently. I mean, based on how slow they are.
Right.
You look at it, and you remember the way it was moving towards Harlock earlier. It seems to lack a sort of intelligence that would inform it that it can go around. It's almost repeatedly bumping up against the wooden barricade. In fact, you look very closely at it. You notice there is dirt dribbling over the side, segments of itself as it's spreading its way over, but no, it has no way, it has no recourse.
Exactly the type of entity that would fall for a funnel.
That's a great point, actually. And also, this sounds eerily like, it's a creature in fables. It's not actually real as far as I know, but this sounds somewhat like a monster known as the Roomba, which lacking eyes, it kind of shuffles around, bumping into things, and then, rearranging its orientation, trying to find filth to clean from the skin of the world.
Oh, yes, I've heard of this. If you close the door, they call it a Roomba because it cannot leave the room.
Yeah, no, I think that, sure.
They're also related to sheep. So, okay, if this theory is correct, and they cannot pass through man-made objects and or wood, I'm taking more boards.
Oh, we just have to build a house.
It could also be that they can only exist someplace with a space extending down below it? No, that doesn't really make sense with everything.
I mean,
unless there are caverns underneath this entire area.
I mean, are there other little tunnels down there?
There's definitely more paths to take, yeah.
Yeah, there's like, I mean, this thing stretches as far as I can see to the north and south. Wait, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. And are there side paths?
No, not that you can see right now.
I don't see any side paths, but like this clearly goes for a long distance.
Marcus.
I think we might be safest down here. Like that sounds kind of crazy to say,
Yeah.
but like,
I think we should climb in the hole.
I said we were supposed to go through. You're only halfway there.
wait, through what?
We're going through. It's a loop.
Like, are we tunneling through the ground?
I think there's a hole.
I mean, yeah, but like I'm at the bottom of
Yeah,
the
he's
hole.
in it.
There's ground here. I hit the ground.
Well, there's a spaghetti part, isn't there?
You are not considering going
No.
through that.
Whoa, wait. Where the spaghetti tunnel intersects the ground of the of the chasm that I'm in,
No.
is that just normal rocky dirt there, or does it extend into a hole?
That is normal rocky dirt.
Yeah, there's not actually a hole there. It's just
Oh.
I can see the spaghetti tunnel that's coming down from the spaghetti fire above me. But where it intersects with the ground down here, it looks like just normal ground. I'm going to tap at it with my foot. Does anything happen?
Same weird sandy substance that you encountered with the hole on the surface last time.
Do you want me to come down there and try cutting it?
I mean, I guess you could try looking at it with your bread brain and see if you have any, like...
Ow, my hands!
Oh.
Oof.
Are we all going in the hole now?
Honestly, I kind of like it down here.
I think we should definitely, I like Mercy's plan. I think we should collect more boards first, but yeah.
Boards are a good to that, yeah.
Wow, it's dark down here.
Yeah, that is the one problem. I can, like, make some fire. And in fact, you know what?
I'm a living lantern.
That's true.
And also Kyl'il's lantern will light up the way as well.
I'm going to put away my matchbox and actually just cast an eternal flame sort of thing.
Oh, yes.
Casts no heat, but lights up the area.
You float down, and I'm just going to say you get everyone down into the chasm. Everyone's placed inside. Gregory, are you going to try to slice this thing with your bread brain?
Well, yeah, first I'm gonna just look at it, stare at it through the lens of the verse.
So you can pretty much clearly see what Marcus was seeing, the long spaghetti noodle.
Oh, yeah.
Spaghetti tunnel.
The spaghetti tunnel. It looks natural, is the weirdest way to put it.
Huh.
This is a naturally occurring spaghetti tunnel. Normally you're used to doing things of magic or other supernatural beings. This appears to be a part of nature. It fits as well as anything else does.
Yeah, the spaghetti tunnel is endemic to this island, I guess.
Nature
Really?
truly is healing.
I would not have expected that. I could have sworn this was unnatural, but I mean, I can't really argue with bread brain.
And then are you going to try to...
That's just the vibe I get.
Are you going to try to...
It feels like it belongs. It feels like we're the invaders.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, not
It's
this
just-
Okay,
again.
all
Oh
right.
my God,
now,
sure, fine.
hold on. We're not colonizing anything, okay? We're just here
my
to get our
God.
I
friend.
didn't say colonizing. I said invaders.
Don't say that out loud.
Mercy's gonna hold out a board and see what happens when she makes it move through that space again. Where
No,
things
I
are
mean,
getting
so
spaghetti.
when I was doing stuff here, it looks like it's not able to affect stuff that enters this room.
Yeah.
It's only able to spaghettify stuff that goes through the upper imprint.
I'm just seeing if by chance
Yeah.
like the wood pushes it or something.
No, so it seems like the wood is disrupting whatever path it has.
Every time we do something, I get more confused in what's happening.
Yeah.
Huh.
I am well and truly bamboozled here, guys.
I mean, I I guess it's safe. Nothing's happening, I suppose.
It's definitely safer down here than it was.
Nothing left to do but stab it.
He could also not stab it, but I kind of want to see what happens when you stab it, though.
You slice it, and it's the same thing as cutting a vine. You swing your glaive through it, and it slices, and sort of hangs there. Like, it's this little distorted area of the air, and it hangs there, and it hangs there, and then it starts to slowly reconnect itself, and you notice it wiggling its way around the board down below, trying to reconnect with its mouth up above. It seems like efforts at disruption will work temporarily.
All right, well, either way, let's,
I guess we live with it.
Yeah. I guess let's go.
Yes, and even though we haven't seen any of them down here so far, we should probably try and remain vigilant, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be in front because I just glow in the dark, and as it's trying to reconnect, Mercy's going to set the board over it.
Yeah.
So that it can't fully reconnect, and she'll just, like, scoot under as quickly as possible.
So, what does this do? By expending a board in a way like this, you can functionally keep it disrupted for a short period of time. It will eventually find its way around. On these segments, on the down below segments, it has no real method of recourse to, like, absorb the board or anything. It can just try to reconnect its broken throat. It will do this eventually. But, at least for now, you managed to disconnect it from the world above. Mouth, throat, and whatever lies below, utterly separated.
Wonder if that means we could just dance on its mouth up top, like with reckless abandon.
I don't feel like experimenting with that, to be quite frank.
Neither do I, but it really makes you think.
Okay. You had...
That would be a lot of fun.
So I'm just gonna say...
How many spare capes do you have, Marcus?
I only have 2 more, so I shouldn't waste them.
I'm gonna say you head deeper into the island, and...
Yeah. I think that's what we would do next,
You head deeper into the winding chasm beneath, long tunnels that interconnect the lower segments of the island. Of distorted space. They hang from the ceiling like vines in some areas, but you walk and you don't discover any openings on the floor below you. You travel through those heavily indankified areas of the island, the musky scent of earth assailing your nostrils. And given time, you find your way to a large opening. You see the sky again, and you notice something. The sun has almost completely set elsewhere on the island. The last rays of sunshine lick their way between the trees, casting the area in almost mournful orange light. It's a silent feeling. It feels like life was once here, yet is no longer. The sounds and echoes of human beings played across those empty fallen leaves in stereoscope. The sunlight dies. A little bit more. And so, as the shadows grow deep, a tale of an old game circulates through the island. A fun pastime that most beings are aware of. Regardless of form or function, it is as ingrained in our nature as anything else. A native sensation, something tied to the instincts. The meteor at the center of the island glows with a dull cyan hue, pulsing beneath it almost like flesh, mixing with the world below. And so, we call this day to an end. A pulse travels through the island. The shadows vanish, one after the other. In a moment of raucous light, the island becomes whole and laughter can be heard throughout the hills. As the sun disappears, there's one simple truth. For those locked beneath the island, for those that walk beneath its much vaunted crust, light proves to be your salvation, but as shadows grow deep, can there be any hope while the floor is lava?
What?